Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic. I'm only gonna do this once. Classic. Yeah. Let's get it.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you.
Oh yeah.
Boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with me. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused.
Let's get focused, yo. Classic. It's Classic with the classic codes, and I got a great live show for y'all. This one gonna be a blitz chat because I don't have a lot of time, but like we always talk about, we still gonna show up, right? So even if I got 45 minutes the hard way, that's how we gonna do it, right? So we got 2 segments today. We're gonna go with a reaction video, take our time with it and enjoy it, and then we're gonna do our TikTok reaction, take our time with it and enjoy it. And if we have enough time, I do have a code language on deck. So let's get right to work. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notifications. If you've done all those things already, let somebody else know about the channel for sure. Whether they may agree with the rhetoric or disagree with the rhetoric, we are here to have a conversation because at the end of the day, we have a mission and we gotta crack these codes, man.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Shout out to my chat pulling up in full force. Everybody filing in. The dogs is all here. Miles Bachelor, tears down, soft rain, and I'm sure there's more in store. We're going to start off with the reaction video. We're going to slide over to Room 9, which was once called Anton Daniels After Hours, but the channel is now called Room 9. So we're going to respect the name change, chat. We're going to respect the name change for sure. We're going to slide over to Room 9. They had a great live show last night, and I was actually able to catch a good portion of their live show last night. They did about 5-hour stream. You know, I pray for the day where I can do 5-hour panels because it just seems like a lot of fun. You know, to some people, it's like, man, burning up 5 hours, it seems like a lot of fun. I would love to do a 5-hour panel, you know, once a week or something like that for sure. But, you know, life don't always permit it. We're going to find a way, though, for sure. But listen, shout out to Room 9. Shout out to Anton Daniels and the gang. They got into a topic that I thought was interesting, and I was like, man, I want to react to this right away. You know what I'm saying? And this was playing as a young man's sport, right? So we're going to get straight into this reaction video. And like I said, because I don't have a lot of time, we just going to take our time with the segments that we do, and we're going to enjoy them, all right? I'm going to put this on 1.25 speed, and we're going to rock out. Shout out to everybody filing in. Make sure you hit the like button. It's no charge. Let's get it.
The next question that we have before we really get into the show, because we're gonna really get into the show.
What up, Joe?
I got some really good stuff for y'all. The next question that we have is, when is it time to let the hoes go? Now,
never.
Before
Never.
Before we get into it,
next
right,
segment.
This is also relevant to the women, so you need to change it according to the gender, depending on whatever gender you are. So if it's a woman, when is it time to let the dudes go, whatever, so on and so forth. But I'm going to play a clip, and then I want y'all to tell me what y'all thoughts are. Oh, hold on. Is it muted? All right, we go.
Several different women. How difficult it is to juggle several different women in a 24-hour, span. Like, you got to be the faithful man by day and the bozo by night. And you better hope who you being faithful to don't see your phone and see the bozo activity that you got going on. Like, as I got older, I'm 37 now. So the whole being a player thing, like, it don't hit the same. It's like, now it's like, as we get older, we want more peace. Like, now I'm on my way to work. I ain't trying to be stressed out with 15 different women I got to text 15 different things to, remember 15 different lies and stories. And I don't want that stress in my life. That's a young man's sport. So what I'm saying is this. The most peaceful thing I ever did to myself was have enough discipline to only deal with one woman. It's not that difficult. You just have to find the right one that has all the qualities that you require out of a woman. With me, it don't take that much to keep me happy. You know, if you can bring peace and simplicity to my life, that's really all that I require. I don't require a lot. But just speaking from experience, that being a player and having hoes, like, it's cool when you're young. When you get old, you look foolish. You look like you're 40 years old, still having multiple hoes, and you sick. That's a mental illness.
What up, Big Skull?
So this guy.
All right, before they get into it, I want to give my initial reaction to what that last piece that he said. I was, you know, following everything that he said, but the whole thing in regards to, you know, what you look like once you get to a certain age and you still having hoes, man, let that man do what he want to do. I mean, that's the freedom and the liberation of being a man. You know what I'm saying? If somebody want to play all day till they go away, they could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, every man don't have the same desires. So you just got to keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Just because you grew out of having hoes, you know what I'm saying? Leave the next man alone. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be, we going to do this early, chat? Why not? We ain't got all day. There's always going to be ain't shit women. So if a man want to play the field forever, he will forever have ain't shit women at his disposal. And some of the women that allow men to play the field, not even ain't shit women. They be cool. They just be in different seasons in their life. It's always going to be a batch of women that are in a season in their life where they're all right and just fine with having a situationship with you. It's always going to be a batch of women that are in that season. Just like some woman came from a different season into that season, and then she grew out of that season. As you grew out of that season, another batch of women walked right into it. There will always be a populace of women who are cool with a situationship. And if a dude moving out here like a real player and he being honest, then shit, he gonna get what he want. He gonna get to having his way. It is what it is. Rule number one, let a player play. Come on, talk, Joe. Talk, Joe. We starting early, man. We only got about 30 more minutes. We this is a shotgun segment. Let's go, chat. We ain't got no time. Everybody mash the gas. Talk that talk. What up, Big Skull? Let's go.
And of course, he has all of the women inside of his chat saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, oh baby, they still doing it at 50. You know, so on and so forth. I love running across grown man content. Blah 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 blah. Of course, the ladies is gonna jump into that, right? But so the question for the men and the women is, when is it time to let the hoes go? Slimmy, would you like to lead us?
No, let somebody else go.
Quentin, Q, would you like to step in and give us some insight?
I don't think hoes should have ever been a thing to let go.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Slimmy tearing them fries up midstream. He is destroying a bag of French fries. Listen to me. I am pro eating on your stream. If you a person that's streaming 2 hours, if you sneezing at like if we get on a panel, or if me and Souls get on the stream, me, Souls, and Plug, or me and Cortez get on the stream, we'll sneeze at 2 hours. If I'm gonna be on the stream with y'all for 3 hours giving y'all entertainment, G, I should be able to eat on the stream. I'm a mute, but I should be able to eat on the stream with y'all. I am pro eating on the stream. I've eaten on my stream before, and I'll do it again. But I just wanted to say, because he tear them fries up, G.
What does that mean?
I think we should have already left them where they belong in the streets, and we should pass them and leave them where they lay. I don't think they should have ever been a thing.
So what you're saying is that we should have never, guys should never deal with hoes.
Yeah, once you figure out what kind of woman they are, keep pushing. Should never been.
That's similar to what Miles said. Miles said, I agree with the brother dealing with multiple ladies. Stop that early 40s. For sure. Hey, so look, if it stopped at early 40s for you, Miles, would you look at your brethren who is the same age as you, who's still enjoying the festivities in the streets? Would you look at him and demean him? You know what I'm saying? And say, man, what is you doing, man? When you gonna stop? What if that's just how he want to live? Would you look at him if he wanted to be, you know, live the bachelor lifestyle? That's his preferred lifestyle. Would you look at him and speak down on him like the brother in the video? I know you agree with his sentiments, but I'm saying, did you agree with the angle he took? Soft Rain said, I sneezed last night. Literally, or what you mean? You talking about at the 2 hours?
Thing.
Y'all don't never stream long enough to me. No Middleman panel was great last night, but they be keeping it to an hour and a half. They got to start sooner so they can go crash out, do 3-hour streams and shit like that. Just once a month, you know what I mean? Give us a 4-hour stream. Surprise us. Stay up till 1 in the morning. Charge to the game. Let's get it.
Okay. All right. Slimmy, would you like to jump in on this before I go over to the ladies?
You can go to somebody else. I'm gonna say using shit.
Well, we'll start at the top. Kim?
Honestly, I think for men, it's just a natural progression. I think that the hoes are probably alluring, the younger you are. And then, like you said, once you get older, you start requiring or wanting different things that a hoe just ain't going to give you. So, it's kind of naturally.
Can we define what a hoe is first? We probably should start there.
I think that
I would probably say y'all would probably say I had sex with a whole bunch of hoes, but I don't really think they were hoes.
Okay, so hoes is like a figurative word.
So we're just talking.
It's kind of like the conversation I was having with Carrie when we say, the hoes. It's kind of just like saying the women that you are.
So we're just talking about women.
Yeah, and women that you may not necessarily be in a full-blown relationship with.
See how that works? It's a whole different story now.
Okay, well then give me
now that you changed the definition of what I thought we were talking about, then just like the dude said, once you get too old, you probably should be looking for something a little bit more concrete. And you should move around a little bit faster.
Let me ask a question to the chat. Talk to me, chat, because like I said, we shotgunning, right? We got 25 minutes left and counting. All right, chat. So let's roll. Just be honest. Well, y'all always honest. I don't have to preface it with y'all. Let me give chat 333 their credit. Best chat on all streaming platforms. As a man, for the men in the chat, because there's women here too, but as a man, if peace was your number one priority in life, would you take up a steady woman? Yes or no will suffice. Y'all go ahead and answer that for me. I'm going to let them keep cooking. If peace was the number one priority in your life, would you take up a steady woman? It could be a good woman and all, any type of woman. Would you take up a steady woman, be it a wife, be it a live-in girlfriend, whatever? If peace was your number one priority, would you do it? Yes or no? Nothing above your peace. Your peace is number one. Would you take up a woman, a steady day-to-day woman? I just want to see what y'all say.
Shouldn't take you as long to figure out if they are hoes or if they for you for the interim or for a minute type thing. You should probably just move around a little bit faster the older you get. But then I also think what we want out of
Carrie, where you going? Where you going, Carrie?
I'm coming right back.
No, Carrie. I feel like you're playing me. Molly, when is it time to let go of the quote unquote hoes or guys or whatever it is that you want to spend?
Miscellaneous.
Whether you want to talk about it from a guy's perspective or from a girl's perspective, when is it time to let go?
I think people should probably not have hoes, like Quentin says. I don't think it should be a thing. I don't know at what point it was a thing, but you probably should just have one person. Maybe we should bring back arranged relationships and marriages. So you don't even have to go through all this, because it seems like it's a waste of time to be sitting there, juggling multiple relationships. And men typically have to be the ones who cash out for the women. So if you money is a resource, so if you're just gonna just give it away to multiple people, at some point, does it make sense? I don't have much to say about it. I think that people should be a little bit more no hoes. Find somebody and just create a life together.
Find one person.
I would say unless you're into the whole polygamy.
I mean, but how
probably
do you
probably so, because if you look at other cultures who tend to have they're more successful. I don't really see too much polygamy going on. It's a lot of times it's arranged, or the family is super involved. It's one person. They're not test driving relationships.
Tiffany said test drive. That's good. I like that.
Because
Interesting. So we got responses to my question. I asked the chat, I said, if peace was your number one priority, would you take up a steady day-to-day woman? Mal said yes. Joe Jet said yes. Simple answer. But peace is being in alignment, and those who are not in alignment of peace can move around. So you wouldn't even. So Joe, Hold on, Joe. Hold on, Joe. Come on to the front of the congregation, bro. He said, yes, simple answer, but peace is being in alignment, and those who are not in my alignment of peace can move around. Okay, so let's break this down practically, because I disagree with y'all. I disagree. Well, I don't disagree with y'all. I differ in perspective. My answer to this question would be no. Because I'm just thinking purely logical. I'm not thinking emotional at all. I'm thinking purely logical. Having another person, period, in your space. If you was in your 20s and you had an apartment and had a roommate that was your homeboy, at some point, even though that's your dog, at some point in a 30-day month, 12 months in a year, your homeboy get on your fucking nerves. Living in close proximity with other human beings is going to be a peace disruption at times, period. That's why in the question I said, if peace was your number one priority, it's the most important thing in the world to you. Most people who are dead serious about peace are isolated. That's a fact. The most serious about peace people in the world are monks. Monks are the most serious, Buddhists in general, but monks are probably the highest level of people who are real serious about peace. They live up in mountains, dog, away from everybody. They take vows of silence and don't talk for days, weeks, sometimes years for some of them. Like, they for real about their peace. You said, oh, you didn't mention cohabitating. I said a steady day to day. If it's day to day shit, y'all might as well live together if y'all seeing each other every day. Yeah, for sure. Whether it's your wife, living girlfriend, day to day, Miles. Yeah, if you, yeah, would you? Yeah, I'm not saying deal with just one woman. Like, nah, you could set that up and make that as convenient. I'm talking about you coming home to her. Yeah, I'm talking about the whole you dig. Sharing garage space, the whole setup. Would you, if peace was your number one priority? T, what up, dog? I had asked a question to the chat, Tristan. I asked the fellas to answer yes or no. If peace was your number one priority in the world, would you take up a steady day-to-day woman? If peace was your number one priority. So far, Joe Jet said yes. Mal said yes. I said no. And I was just explaining my logic behind it, but there's no wrong answer or right answer. It differs from man to man. And I actually like this. I like when me in the chat have difference of perspective, which is often. My dog Tristan said, hell no. That's how I be knowing I'm still a YN at heart. G, I be agreeing with the youngins, man. Hey, look, man, we see it different. Classic. We see it different, G. We see it different. They call me Y-Unk, man. We see it different. He said, I can't do it. Yeah, like, like other people in general are peace disruptors. I got a saying I always use. I say, I ain't never got on my own nerves. I've never gotten on my own nerves. It's never happened. You know what I'm saying? He said, I hear you. She's going to do something. Exactly. Joe, get my point. That's my dog. See, Joe, that's why I like my chat. I got the best chat on all streaming platforms. We sophisticated because he get my point. Even though we got different answers, he get my point. He said, I hear you. She's going to do something. Yes, absolutely. And more than once. If it's a 30-day month, she going to tweak at least twice. And that's a good woman. That's a good woman. If you got some toxic shit going on, shit, it's day to day. You feel me? So, yeah, if you dead serious about your peace, you going to want to be by yourself, gang. That's just what it is. And I think that's in general. You know what I'm saying? Because even like, I'll give y'all an example from the women's side. Even women who will speak highly of their man and tell you they got a good man, they still got plenty of complaints about him. They can tell you the last time he aggravated them or irritated them. And maybe the nigga was just doing nigga shit. He probably stayed on this video game too long, or, you know what I'm saying? Had the homies over for 2 days in a row type shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, but he irritated her ass, right? That's a peace disruption. You feel me? So, I mean, it go both ways. You know what I mean? But I'm just asking the fellas because y'all the one speaking right now. I know the women here. I know Soft Rain here. She probably on the move. When she not in the chat, she probably be moving around. Miles Bassett said, one woman is plenty, but living together is too much like marriage. See, Miles. Look, what I've learned about my dog Miles is very particular. My brother Miles is particular. You feel me? Rain said, I agree, classic. It's bound to happen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, go ahead and switch over to Miss Perfect in the chat.
Classic.
Yeah, it's bound to happen, G. And it's not even a knock on women. I'm just being objective, right? Like I told y'all at the beginning of my response, my emotions aren't in my response. I'm speaking from a logical place. I'm being objective. Having another person in your proximity on a day-to-day, especially if they are estrogenated, you know what I'm saying? Estrogenated beings, the women who come with the chemical compounds, you feel me? They gonna tweak, folks. It just is what it is. Gonna be tripping on them nerves. Yep. See what I'm saying? Soul's a thought. 333. What up, my boy? What up, my boy? Yeah. Yep. Let's go.
That's all that's going on. So if you want to be more intentional, then no hoes.
No
It
test
shouldn't be
driving.
nothing you have to grow out of. It should be putting you young.
All right. Lex, when should the quote unquote hoes be like? Well, hold on before I go into that. Carrie, I'm gonna come back to you. I see that you had went off camera for a little bit when we got to Quentin, and then we had to go to Molly. I want to come back to you. When should the quote unquote hoes? What age should the multiple different people be let go here?
Before she responds, Tristan said, Miss Perfect in the chat, 333. Tristan said, you have to be accommodating to some degree. That's why these pass arounds have never been to my house. Smart man. Because they'll try to set some shit up too, won't they, T? Can't go for that. Why my screen just switched? All right, here we go. Yeah, let's go.
Carrie?
Come on, Carrie.
I thought you were talking to Lex.
No, we ain't got all day. Let's get it.
I'm talking to you.
Did you just say you were coming back to me after
Come
Lex?
on.
Because
No, I was going to come back to Lex. I was coming to Carrie.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on one second. Okay,
So you was about to color?
No, I was not about to color. I was doing something. Okay, so I agree.
I mean, she's home, so she's really over there like.
Come on, Carrie.
I agree with what I heard Molly say. I didn't hear the beginning, but I heard the end of what Molly said. I think that it should start from when you're younger. I don't think there should be any whole phase. Now, if we're talking about hoes like women and you're just saying you want to be around a bunch of women, I think you should stop that when you're ready to find that one and you're ready to get serious and eventually move on and have sex, which would happen after you marry somebody. Okay. I don't think whole phases are necessary. I think it is something that we perpetuate to give men permission to have hoes.
Yeah, they perfect on the panel. She gonna say what she's supposed to say.
Classic.
Yeah. But I agree, though. I don't think whole phases are necessary. And I think the propaganda that's been placed in place, allegedly for content creation purposes and entertainment, I think the propaganda that's been placed in place to make it to where women who don't experience some window of time where they're loose and liberated with their magical pie, that pudding, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like they feel like they got FOMO, like they missed something. Damn, I ain't really get to run around with this little motherfucker and throw it in the street a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they missed something. That's propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Like they're definitely a short little cool little 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When our parents was jits and shit, you feel me? When our parents was shorties, this wasn't a thing. The women holding on to it and making that thing a little difficult for you to acquire, that was the norm. You know what I'm saying? Now they just slide it over to you real quick. You like, we used to pass notes. They just passed the poom poom. I ain't lying to you.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker want to do a little work for it. And now these days working for it ain't shit but paying for it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you want to work for it? Okay, take me here or buy me this or woo. Like working for it ain't shit but paying for it. Like working for it back in the day used to be, you really had to sit up, talk on the phone, fall asleep on that motherfucker. You really had to tell her you love her. You really had to go on umpteen dates. You feel me? I'm talking about you had to coerce her into letting you have a little piece of it. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm only gonna do this once.
Now shit, you know what I'm saying? She asks you what's taking you so long. I ain't gonna lie to you. The make coochie, KEWCHIE, the make coochie hard to get again hoodies is on the way. Believe that. Make coochie hard to get again. I'm putting the hoodies is on the way.
Quinn, why did you laugh at that?
I think it's the other way around. I think it's something we perpetuate to give women. Like, y'all feel the need to get this out y'all system to give up random box to the masses.
Yep.
We don't really want to do that. We're confused. We're that whole.
Nigga. Let a motherfucker get married after 50, nigga. She goes straight to the streets, even though she's been married since she was 20. Just saying.
She might, but
He meant divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he meant divorce.
She might, but I don't think she really wants to. I think that's what she thinks she should do.
Come on, man.
Like,
theory on that. I think outside of trauma, that's not a natural feminine response.
To hit the streets?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. Y'all go look for validation from men. And
no, it's not a natural feminine response. She worded that absolutely correctly. Thank you, Kimmy. She said it's not a natural feminine response. A natural feminine response is for a woman to latch on to a man. It's a natural thing for them to latch on. You know what I'm saying? And chill. Propaganda makes them glitch. And that's what I'm saying. It's been programmed that you should have a little window of time where you could say, yeah, I played. You know what I'm saying? Feminism is a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want for a little bit. What they used to say, girl, your 20s is yours to do this and to do that and to build this and to do, and the whole time they ain't practicing no type of celibacy. That shit getting hit.
Classic.
And then by the time it's real, you know what I'm saying? You even forget how the man feel about it. Let's look at it from a different angle, objectively. Forget how we feel about it as men. Forget how we feel about body count. Forget us. Let's take us out for a second. Let's take us all the way out for a second. Follow me. Forget how men feel about body count. When the day comes, let's say you played a little bit. You had your whole phase or whatever, your 304 phase. You had your window of time. You scratched your itch, right? Let's say you got a cool a little light 17 bodies on you. Your husband will be 18 or whatever. He 18. You came into meeting your husband with 17 heads on you. When you walking down the aisle to your husband and 17 other dudes done laid with you, like how you feel. How, you know what I'm saying? This ain't even no shame or no nothing. It's just another perspective of looking at this, because we always look at it the same way, like, oh, your husband ain't gonna want you to have no high body count, or no. How do you feel having had shared what's supposed to be physically the most precious thing you can offer to this man who you hopefully gonna spend the rest of your life with? You didn't 17 other people that got to have their way with that motherfucker first. Like how you feel as a person, not even on no shameful shit. It's a real question. It's not even rhetorical. You know what I mean? And I think for women who haven't already made those decisions and who don't already got the head count, no pun intended, I think if they see stuff like this, they should be like, that's interesting. Like as the wife, how you feel being a wife with so much experience. Or maybe it don't mean nothing to women. Like maybe the answer to that question is I don't feel shit. Like I feel in love. I feel happy I'm getting married. I feel like the past is the past. I feel maybe that's the response. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them will save face. But I think the ones who would actually be willing to admit that they're regretful or that they, would do it different, I think those are the ones that can help the next generation of young ladies growing up make better decisions. You see what I'm saying? That's why I think it's so important for people to be honest about having a real life experience. You live a real life, right? You're a regular human being, right? Okay, so talk about your real life experience. Your life ain't perfect. Niggas get online to be perfect. Y'all AI online. Niggas avatars of yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Caricatures. How do you feel? So that's the thing about that. You want to forget being a wife that your husband could be proud of. Don't you want to be a wife that you could be proud of? Like my mother was married as a virgin. My mother got married as a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure that's something she's proud of. Like, I'm sure that's a badge. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And you got the ring without, you know what I mean? So, what up, B? He said, what's good, class? What up? Miles Bachelor said, women hear about a dude around town, they get curious. Right, exactly. That's why it don't work the same. You know what I'm saying? We hear about the round the way girl, we disqualify her. They hear about the dude with the good D, and they want to see what's to it. It worked different, right?
Classic.
It worked different. It definitely worked different. But yeah, I think we just gonna do this segment because we only got a few minutes anyway. Let's rock out.
The streets is where you find them.
But probably looking for that validation because, like Kim said, after having the trauma of that divorce, that breakup.
So your answer was not to ever have them, or there's no specific age you should have never got into it in the first place?
Ideally, I don't think you should ever have them.
Okay. Got it.
Now, if you did have them, if you're not somebody who started young, because a lot of us, then to me, the minute that you start to feel convicted or drawn to God, either or however you want to label it in your head, then you need to make the change. The minute you know you should be doing better, you need to do better.
Mm-hmm.
Agree.
All right. Lex.
Yeah, know better, do better is definitely where it's at. But I like where Lex finna go with it. I actually seen this. I like where Lex finna go with it.
When should the quote unquote hoes be let goes?
I mean, for those who are whores, I don't think that they ever stop being whores. They just have a pause. The dude in the video, he was talking, and he said that it gets old after a while. You probably just dealing with the same pattern of women, and you don't have nothing new, so you feel like you're bored. But I don't think that hoes ever really retire. I think that when it's time to let it go. You don't think
that they ever change? That women that's in the streets kind of just always have that street in them?
I think that those people, they don't just wake up and be like, oh, I want to be meaningless today. They just want to avoid field or itch they need to scratch or something. And that's because they don't have control over their lives. They just trying to escape. Like they don't feel worthy of themselves. So that's why I don't think that hoes are successful people, because you're not fulfilled in the area of your life. People that are successful are well-rounded in all aspects of life, true successful people. And I know we're not on that, but to pedal back to the guy in the video talking about when it's time to let hoes go. I mean, females that are usually hoes, I think that they probably let go when they have their first child, so they kind of like mellow down. For guys, I just think that it's a pause for them. Or if they get their first STD, if something start itching, or they get their first heartbreak by another hoe, they met their match. But
are you just talking, or do you really believe that?
I really believe that.
Hey, I think it's some validity to what she's saying. Look at the chat. I think it's some validity to what she's saying. Yeah, I definitely do. Let me see. Tristan said, I think the issue is that women look at sex the same way men do, which is the problem. Wives receive it differently and is a class that only their husband can teach. Bullseye, bingo. Joe Jett said to Tristan, bingo, bullseye. He said these 304s are taught by experience now. Yeah, and they supposed to be just getting, yeah, it's wild. Souls of Thought said, what number makes them a 304, or is it just the act? That's a great question. Let's come back. We gotta visit that tonight on No Middleman. I want to see what y'all got to say about that. I don't have time to really get into it. That's the only thing. That's a great question. We need to table that. Put a star by that. But Lex had a great opinion in regards to, like, she said she don't think that 304s ever retired. Right? She said she don't think they ever retire. She said she think, once a 304, you can't get that spirit up off you, essentially is what she's saying. I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to believe her. Because what happens when women break their natural order, like once you've actually broken your nature, right? I don't know that it restores itself, right? So like once your default setting gets changed to next dick, like what gives you staying power in your marriage when shit get rough? What gives you, like, you get what I'm saying? Like how you hit the switch and go be wifey is maybe something that I'm not ever supposed to understand because I don't live the life of a woman. You feel me? It could be that, right? Let's not talk. I don't want to talk out of turn. Maybe it's that, but I could be right. Like maybe Lex is on to something. I am following up on and reacting to a woman's opinion after all. You know what I'm saying? She said she done seen it too many times. You know what I mean? And shit, I ain't gonna lie, me too. I know a couple of dudes who then grew up and got into their mid-30s and married that around the way girl that we all know. You know what I'm saying? She was spinning blocks back in the day, but shit, he always saw the best in her. And the back burner guy. Sometimes the back burner guy finally get his trophy. To him, that's his trophy. He been wanting that since 5th grade. And she finally got around to his ass. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it'd be like sometimes you just got to look at the situation like shit. If you like it, I love it, gang. Sometimes you got to look at the situation like that. If you like it, folk, I love it for you.
I'm only going to do this once.
You know what I'm saying? That's really what it boiled down to. But that's a great question by Souls of Thought. I'll give y'all like 2 minutes if y'all want to answer this. What number makes them a 304, or is it just the act? Do y'all have an answer to that? Tristan said, I think she's right. Let me cut this off. Let's just go to the chat for the last couple minutes. Tristan said, I think she's right. What's the older woman Brittany Renner said she was inspired by? She never got out of that phase. I'm not sure what the older woman is that Brittany was inspired by. But I think I agree with you, though. I think Lex on to something, though. I don't know if that thing ever get up off you once you go crazy. Oh, Corinne Steffens. Yeah, Superhead. Yeah. Yes, Corinne Steffens. Yeah. Wild work. Josette said, it's a combination of things from a number, the act, and integrity. There's no 2 to 3 guy whole phase and then become a wife. You have to go for being a wife from the jump. I agree with Joe. I think it has to be intentional off rip. Joe Jet said, doesn't mean you can't get married and have crazy bodies, but will it last? Kim Kardashian. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that once women experience the 304 phase, having lifelong love, like long-lasting love and long-term relationships become harder to sustain because their default setting, like I said, they factory reset has been changed to next nigga. Back to the street. That's their freaking factory reset. Their default setting is that. So it's like shit get rough enough, they just go back to default. They go back to the factory reset. Shit, next dude, next dick. You know what I'm saying? Ding dong gymnastics. So yeah, I think Lex was on to something. I appreciated her perspective. It was much different from everybody else who spoke. I think she's a dope addition. I don't know if everybody up there do, but I definitely think it's a dope addition. She bring a little bit of a unique, young, fresh perspective. You know what I'm saying? I like it. But yeah, man, shout out to Room 9. And playing is a young man sport. Anybody catching this on the rewatch, jump in the comments. Let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think about the stream in general. Let me know what you think about the subject matter, the topics, whatever the case may be. And let's have a conversation, whether you agree or disagree, because we got to crack these codes.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Hey, yo, shout out to Chat 333. I got the best chat on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. You know that. And yeah, man, I need y'all to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And before we part ways, let me make sure y'all get tapped in with the whole coalition. All right. Let me put the graphic up for y'all real quick. Make sure y'all get tapped in with the whole coalition. And that is the Raw Society Coalition channel. Go subscribe there. Then also subscribe to myself, The Classic Code. Subscribe to Souls of Thought. Subscribe to Uncle Plug TV. Subscribe to Conversations with Soft Rain, and subscribe to the Tez Down. Make sure you lock in, man. We got live streams going all day. To next up to bat on deck is the No Middleman panel. They'll be streaming tonight at 8:30 Central Standard Time on Souls of Thought channel. So make sure you tap in with their live stream as well. Jump into the chat. Have some great conversation. I'm sure they're gonna have some interesting, unique topics for this evening. It's gonna be dope, man. So yesterday's stream was awesome. I hope today's is just as well. I haven't seen no bad shows from No Middleman, but again, tap in with the whole coalition, man. And if y'all don't do nothing else, let me get to this last comment. Miles said, hate to say it, but outward appearance. In regards to what, Miles? We're gonna have to come back to it. I think I got to it too late. That's on me. But yeah, man, if y'all don't do nothing else, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic, man. Yeah.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart.